Hello, Matt here. New weekend is here and the weather seems good. So what are we doing? Well, of course, BMW. And today, hopefully we finish what we started, which means subframe, suspension and everything. And hey, we have some new parts, so yeah, should be good. What we are starting with is getting these springs off these shock absorbers and getting them onto these new shocks, which are pretty cheap, as everything on this build. So let's do that first. Cannot use these compressors to compress this spring. And this shock absorber is pretty freaking shallow and short, which means time to get the thinking head on. Right, so you probably want to know how we did it. How we did it is we flipped these ones upside down and then just bolt these two coils together. But this, as you can imagine, will damage the coil. But what you cannot imagine is that this will not damage coil as much as this will. As I said, this ring is bigger and it basically touches here, and while we will be screwing this on, it will damage this one. These ones, not so much, but okay. We'll just throw a little paint on them and that's it. Black fixer-upper. And that's the spring compressed, as you can see, and as I said, this is where most of the damage occurs. But I don't care, let's put it on the shock. Voila, here we have two shock absorbers with coil springs on. Not perfect, but the damage is barely seen when it's on the car and it gets dirty. Should be good, and it's protected so it won't rust. It will, just not in the first few months. And then the car is going to go worse. So there's that. Now we need to tighten up the new mounts, which are not new, but new for us, which we got. And then we need to find the bolts, because the bolts for the steering rack were broken. We only have one, and then we'll try to use that one as a template and find the closest bolt we can get to that one. Hey, one side is done. Look at it. It's an xDrive with a half shaft. an old xDrive suspension because I still haven't found rear-wheel drive control arms. But I will. Then we'll play with them. For now, it's an xDrive. Well, we've been busy little bees while you were away. Oh, and you know what this means? A fine little milestone, which would be lowering the car to the ground. Remove the tripods. And you can remove the other tripod.
Are the tires secured? Yeah, but there is these lines.
I don't care, they're going off soon. There you have it.
Car on wheels.
There you have it. First time in a month this car is on the ground. Yeah, baby. We're getting there. Also, we found the bolts for the steering rack. Those two behind are exactly the same spec as the originals. These two are a bit shorter, we'll replace them later, but it works for now. But hey, as I said, car is on wheels. Cheers. Alright, the car is in the position for a rear end swap. And I just wanted to show you, it looks almost like an SUV. Cool, whatever. No, SUVs are not cool. You didn't hear me just say that. Anyways, that's a pretty good position to lift the rear end and to swap in this rear end and the fuel tank, because the fuel pumps are different. So yeah, let's put you on a time lapse and do the work. Guess we time-lapsed you for a while. Subframe off. Fuel tank off. But that's not all. New fuel tank on, with new pump and everything. And fuel lines for N55. Those two down here. So yeah, a lot of work in a very short time. We're getting skilled at this. think we could disassemble and assemble F20 series BMWs for a living. Not that I want to do it, but yeah. Oh, also, this shit works. Some light in the handlebars. Anyways, allergy just kicked in. I'm fucked up. Need to take a break. Then we're putting the subframe on, and then we're done for the day. All that we wanted to do shall be done. Let's do it. Whoa! Someone brought this rear subframe out. Now all we need to do is get someone to put it on the car. It's night. We're done for today. We had problem with handbrake fixing to the fuel tanks, so yeah, I know you can see shit, but we didn't just we lost too much time on that, so we didn't make it. Never mind, tomorrow morning. This side is, again, you cannot see shit, but this side is almost done, so yeah, we'll continue tomorrow morning and get this car on the ground. Alright, time to button up the suspension. Not this one. This one we need to... There's a good story coming about that. But here we have the brakes on. Everything is tightened up. Everything is a-okay. We just need to give it a bit of pressure wash treatment and then put in the plastic cover, under tray, wheel arch, trim, whatever it's called. This part here. We need to put the brakes on. We need to put the shock absorber on. We need to connect all these wires. And the car can go down. I don't know why, but every time I try to film something for you guys, if it's not a time lapse, my GoPro decides to die. So it got stuck and didn't film anything. But I did assemble everything up. The shock absorber is in. The disc is on. Now we need to put the caliper back on. Everything there is tight. Once we put the caliper back on, we'll route the wires. And that's basically it. Alright, so the wires are all in place. Not really. Like that. Yeah, that's correct now. That's like that. That's like that. We're missing one fixing point right here, and on the other side too. This one's I need to find out. I have them somewhere lying around. But yeah, that's basically it. Next time you see this car, it should be on the wheels. I was lying. No wheels on yet. First we needed to put the liners in, and then we needed to put these heat shields on. Other ones I cannot put in before we put in the gearbox, so yeah. Now I think wheels are ready to go on. And now the moment we've been waiting for. Everything is assembled and it's time for this car to be lowered down. First time as an M135 xDrive with xDrive subframes, so yeah, let's see what's going on. Oh, it's pretty damn high. Well, I hope it will sit down a bit more once we get it driving. But yeah, that's it. Rear subframe M135 xDrive, front subframe 2. And yeah, for today, this is it. Because honestly, we need to button up some things down there. Some of these. No wait, these are on. What we need to do is put on some of these. That's boring, you don't want to see that. Yeah, it's basically ready for the engine to go in. Before that, we need to assemble the interior, which we will do next weekend, because we still don't have the dash, as I probably already said. But anyways, for now, this is it. And if you enjoyed this one, please give it a like. And if you want to see how this car sits after we put everything in, well, why not subscribe? Because we're getting there soon. As I said, in about 2 weeks' time, the engine is going in. And then, first start, first drive. You don't want to miss that. Anyways, as always, I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye.